Today we have a box, came in the post. It's for Pinky. Well, it's better than the one that's currently on there. Needs a wash. Come on, you butter. Off you come. There we go. Right, so yeah, that's in better nick than the one that's on there. Much better. But yeah, as I said, it does need a clean. Look at the back, yeah, this one here, as I've mentioned before, which normally slides out that way and has a bolt hole in the top of it. Yeah, that one's gone. This needs a polish, but that's fine. I can get that done. But it's not as crazy. Well, the other one was crazing. This one is much better. Screw holes underneath is good. All the lugs are where the indicator needs to be. There's some markings here, but I think looks like that might come off. It might not be damage to the actual paintwork. I think that is where it's been rubbing against something. That'll come off. Bit of teacup will help that. The sticker is in pretty good condition. Bit of mud there, but that's fine. The only lug I can see that could be an issue is the one that goes here, and that bolts, well, it doesn't bolt, it slots into the fuel tank. Welcome back everyone, hello to all of you. As you can see, this is Pinky, whether this will be episode 11, I think it could be. We have, obviously it's out of the garage, as in nice and shiny and bright in the sun. This panel has really been bugging me. As we all know, that this side has been done, the decal there, and it's in really good condition. Now this panel itself is mottled there. It's got a nasty big scuff here. Obviously the sticker is missing, and if we go further forward, there's a nice lovely crack. Don't know if you can see it on camera there, but there we go. Nice nasty crack. On the inside of the panel, the lug is missing, but that one is there. So what we're going to do now is change it out. So I have to get the seat off, unbolt the tail part. Let's move you back a bit more so you can see. Yeah, unbolt the back end, take the clip off for the luggage, and yeah, swap this panel off. Right. Gotta get this seat off. The other side panel has got a lug missing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one off of this panel to replace it. So we get the right side panel is off. 2 bolts. Next job we need to do, small Allen key. Unscrew a little bolt from the back here. Put that there as well. Crosshead screwdriver. And do this here. Get that one off. Close that down. Okay, so this should just come out. Disconnect it from the loom. So yeah, we have that off now. So yeah, that is knackered. But what I'm going to do, you can see it in shot, I'm going to cut the plastic, cut this lug off, because then obviously that can be plastic welded into here, and then that can clip onto the side of the fuel tank. But got to get the indicator out. Right, so I'm not going to worry about scratching this, not in the slightest. And the useful thing with these screws on the back of these lights as well, they have a posi drive or crosshead Phillips, and also you can use a socket on there as well, which is useful. I need to dig out the other light for the other side of the bike as well. So, right, so that one is no more. And in comes the replacement panel. It's a bit dirty, it needs a clean. There are some blemishes on it which can be cleaned up. There's some markings here, but a bit of T-cut will bring that off. It's not damaging the paint here, because obviously underneath the purple and the black is just black. So this is just surface paint from something else. This needs to be in the engine, well, sorry, not in the engine, in the bike. But when I flipped it over to have a look at it, to do this oil pan, it is just caked and full of gunk and nastiness. So yeah, the next part of the video is doing that. It's a bit late in the day now though, so I won't be completely doing that, but at the moment let's just walk quickly back to the garage, because there are tools everywhere. And there's a jack there, and we have axle stands under the P6. So I wonder why this looks like it does. So hello Classic Britain.
Hi.
So yeah, that's all you're getting. If you want to see more of what's happening here, go and check out his channel.
And vice versa.
Thank you very much. On top of that, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's subscribed recently. My pokey little channel, the Rover 75, this bike, the little Yamaha, over 300 subs now, and the subs are going up like crazy. So thank you to everyone, and I really mean that. I couldn't do this channel without all of you. And one thing which I really want to mention is if you guys want to do anything to help the channel, you're more than welcome, because I can get bits which I can make more content. And you know, if I need to get like a couple of tools and things like that, feel free to have a look at the link in the description of this video for the PayPal. Just says buy me a cup of tea. So there's no obligation, you don't have to, but feel free. I don't like asking, but you know, yeah, if you want to help out, feel free to do so. But yeah, thank you for watching. Well, the engine is there. It's each of these bolts are 8mm socket, I did check, but it is filthy. So what I'm going to try and do is clean some of this crap off. Well, the dirt is coming off, as you can tell, but I'm going to have to remove it completely, properly clean it. I've got an old canister of old petrol I can use to clean this down and get in here properly and get all this nastiness off. Anyway, I'm going to undo these bolts. They're on 8mm. I don't know what the torque settings are at the moment, but my torque wrench is currently, hang on, that doesn't really go on there, does it? Come on, in you go. I don't know what's happened to my extension bar either. Is that turning? Is that just not? No, it's not, is it? And I don't know where my extension bar is. Hang on, problem averted. Just using some adapters. Get that on there. That's not turned that. Ooh, that's not good. That's just jumping off completely. See, that one's turned. Right, this one at the bottom. That one's done. This one at the top. Yep. This one at the bottom. Yep. The other one at the top. Yep. Did I undo that one? Yep, I did. This one here. Yep. Is that one loose? Yes. Just double check. That one. That one. Oh. Oh, there we go. I had to put some weight on that one. Then you've got to do the same with that other one up here. Lean on it. No. That one does not want to come undone. That's chewed quite badly. Let's just double check the... And I don't have a battery in this, but I can see by looking at the top of the bolt. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what I'm using, an 8 mil. Well then that does not want to come undone. Right, so they've all come loose. The one up behind here, this one here, don't know if you can see that, yeah, fought a bit and it eventually came loose. But these are quite long bolts, so I'm going to take all them out and they are going to be replaced because they look a bit crusty. Right, one last bolt to remove. Let's undo this one on camera because the other ones have all been taken photos. Just undo this one. And all these bolts are exactly the same length. There we go. What I might do is replace all these because they're just rusty and one of them's chewed. So yeah, right, next is try and get that off. I haven't got my mallet, I'm afraid. I've only just got this one, so let's give this a few taps, shall we? That sounds like it's promising. Making some noise changes. Oh, there we go. It's definitely, there we go, it's getting loose. Right, let's see what's under here, shall we? Whoa, that gasket has crumbled. Whoa, that's interesting. What have we in here? There's a lot of debris in there. Oh, try not to get that near the engine because there's going to be dirt on the bottom of it. Right, so I have a lot of dirt in there. And yeah, the gasket is in bits. Okay, let's move this to the side and I can show you the inside of the engine. Well, actually, you can actually see it from where you are. Okay. So, having a look at the filter there. It's yellow plastic. Does that pop off? It looks like it does come out. There we go. Right, and there is, as you can see, maybe it's taking up most of the screen and still won't focus. There we go. Bits of metal. There. So, yeah. The seal in the bottom of the engine there looks like it's in good condition. There hasn't been any oil in this in a while as well, so I'm a bit concerned. But yeah, all around here, that is old dried nasty gasket. So yeah, right, before I put the gasket in, I am going to clean up the pan. But yeah, it's interesting to see what's inside here. I like it's still turning, look, it's still dry. No, it's not dry, sorry. Now let's move the camera slightly so you can see inside. So the cogs are still turning. But I can't put it in gear. Or can I? Don't think I can. No, I can't. Well, it's good to see that things are inside still moving. You can see the bottom of the... Let's bring it back up a minute. You can see the bottom of the cam there with the pistons. I can see the bottom of the pistons. So yeah, it's quite interesting to look in here. Sorry about the jerkiness of the movement of the camera, I do apologise about that. Hang on. There we go, that's a bit more smooth, isn't it? But yes, there's lots of debris around here, look. And that's got to come off. Let's try and peel that. I don't want to drop anything inside the engine. So, yeah. It's not important, you don't need to see that. But if we go back down, you can see just here, there is crap there. So what I'm going to do is cover the engine. We'll cover this side of the engine and yeah, go and clean up these parts, and I'll come back to you. This is the filter which you saw inside the engine. I'm attempting to clean it with some old petrol. Don't worry, all that debris in there was not in the petrol. It was all in here, and it looks like there's still loads in there, and I might not be able to get it all out. That's the problem. So, to be perfectly honest, I really don't want to be putting this back in the engine with all that debris in it. I know it might not seem like a lot, but at the end of the day, this is my bike, and I really don't want all the nasty gunk in there. And you can see already there was like loads of debris already. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to extend this to another video. So I'm going to clean up the oil pan. I'm just going to move it out of the way a minute so I can actually show you the oil pan. I spotted something on it that I really don't want to sort of like clean it with gunk, because that was the original plan. I found a component inside the engine, and that's this here. Now if I clean it with gunk, obviously you're going to have water in there as well, and there's a few components in here. You've got a little snap ring in there as well, and I think if I'm looking from the side, if you can see in there at all, I don't know, I can't see the camera, so anyway, it's in here what looks like a ball bearing, and the last thing I want to do is take this off and mess everything up. So I'm going to try and do my best to clean this up as is, without using any harsh chemicals on the inside, of course. On that side I'm going to use gunk, but obviously I will be getting rid of this gasket as well. So I'm going to try and wipe all this nastiness out as best I can. Just looking at these oil coolant pathways, obviously you've got one here, obviously it comes into this, I'm guessing, and also comes out here. Obviously there's the second one inside there comes straight out to where the filter would sit. So I'm guessing as it sits there, it's sucking oil up from the bottom, or dumping oil in to the bottom, one way or the other. I'm not overly sure, but yeah, still a bit more cleaning to do, so I will continue. Until I'm happy.